What's up, guys, and welcome to part 2 of my Pretty Little Liars season 2. Remember that this has 25 episodes, so there's a lot of details to go through, and this was originally between 2011 2012. A reminder that you can go grab a DVD on now, you can go watch it on Netflix, on iTunes, and also support the show, even though it's ending this year, but still worth a watch. So I'm going to try and summarize as much as I can now. I do have an overview right here that I can just go into details about, and then I'm going to tell you my favorite episodes of this entire season, because there's so many incredible episodes that I just loved and just stand out for me. And let's get to it. So we basically left off where Spencer's brother-in-law is presumed dead. Basically, remember from the finale of season 1 that he was trying to kill Spencer, and all of that happened, and is accused of murdering Allison. Following the incident, the girls are forced to keep their friendship a secret and to attend therapy sessions. So this is when Dr. Sullivan was actually introduced, making them feel more alone than ever. The girls find themselves unavailable to open up to their therapist, Dr. Sullivan, about A. Spencer begins suspecting that Ian is alive, which Marissa reveals messages from her phone and lies about her whereabouts. They follow Ian's body and they died, along with a suicide note admitting that he killed Allison. However, the girls later discovered that Ian's suicide note was basically a text. So basically, if you go back to season 1, you see all of these similarity in the texts to his suicide note. So that's basically what they are referring to, and I can read. Which it was obvious that he didn't kill Allison. Also, they also discovered that Grant cannot be trusted after finding a connection with Jenna. Now, I admit Jenna had a point when you felt sorry for her, but right at the end, she was a complete of a biatch. Which is true. Blah blah blah. Eventually, the girls confessed to Dr. Sullivan about A and what they were going through. Just as when Dr. Sullivan was able to identify who A was, she disappears, and later reviews that she'd made the girls think that she was in danger, but she was trapped, and the girls was used as a weapon to basically the weapon that used to kill Allison. So basically what this is, so in episode let me just grab it up for you guys. So basically, let me just get it up. Basically in episode 12, Over My Dead Body, basically what that means is that Dr. Sullivan was basically kidnapped, but it was revealed that at the end of the season that her son was threatened and she had to leave and had to do something for A, and then she completely leaves. Now, just before I continue on, we have our first Halloween special, which is one of my most favorites. And we see, and this is way before all of this happened, is basically a massive flashback when it was Halloween, the girls were celebrating, and then we see that Allison is getting messages from A and where it all started. And when we met Jenna, and how does everything was before how it is now. So that is episode 13, which is the first secret. I recommend you actually going to watch that because it's very interesting, and if you really look closely, that is basically what happens way before Allison's disappearance. Let's continue, and I'll go talk about another episode a little bit later. Let me just continue. So basically, this is when the second season starts. The girls wanted to demand know who A is, so they set up a plan to really trick A into doing more. So basically, they faked being friends, not being friends anymore, and they basically were fighting, and at the end of the plan, they stole A's phone, and the girls got Caleb's help, but Hannah didn't want him to have anything to do with that. And I would understand if my partner, if I needed help with technology, and if I ever had a partner and I didn't want him to get involved, of course I would be incredibly protective of him, and I completely get it. So basically, even as they're trying to go through the phone, A shuts down the phone, and before the phone was shut down, they were able to get some clues. The investigation later leads to the Lost Woods Resort, locating A's lair in one of the rooms, which is 2. Meanwhile, Garrett is arrested for Allie's murder after Jenna hands in a ripped page 5, which is actually Allie's autopsy. I'm doing this because she's actually alive, and it's actually someone else. So if you didn't know that, well, there you go. Report to the police. After finding more clues, Spencer discovers that A may be her sister, Melissa. Now, this is actually kind of true in the actual books, as I noticed that she's actually one of the A's in the actual book series. Now, pardon me, I actually have not read it yet, but it's on one of my to-do lists. I still need to collect 4 books, then I can full one start reading. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, but when she and Mona head to the A's lair, she finds clues that led to the identity of A. So this is episode 25. So basically, Mona's A, events happen, Dr. Sullivan returned to the girls for support, and after revealing that Mona was A, and then she went into Radley, which is a mental health facility that is in the actual Pretty Little Lies world. And unfortunately, at the end of this episode, we discover that Maya is found dead, and Emily is just distraught, and you're nearly about to cry your eyes out for her and how horrible it must be. So that's basically the summary of the season, and I want to talk about a lot of the storylines, like with Ezra and Arya. Basically came out to her parents. It was full on. They had to break up and then get back together, and at the moment it's still up in the air for them as well. A lot went on with so many of the characters, especially with Emily. Just how she tried to stay so much for a lot of things. There's an episode called 19th and Naked Truth, which is its truth update at Rosewood High. Go see that one. That's basically around bullying and unfortunately a problem that came up with Kate. There's so much stuff that I could talk about that I'm going to go into part 3, which I have never done before, but I don't want these videos to go on for too long, so I'm going to record part 3 now.